right, guys. Hello, nerds. Sorry, I don't mean to not do the intro. Hello, nerds. I told you yesterday that I was likely going to do this, and I'm pulling the trigger because I just watched the trailer again, and I can't get enough of it. So we're going to be mostly talking about the Noob Saibot reveal trailer. We're also going to be talking about a little bit of the other stuff in the C2E2 panel from yesterday, but mostly just Noob Saibot because I don't speak like this, but I am hype for this for this reveal. I cannot wait. I'm super upset that he is not going to be in the beta this week, but he is going to be in the game 100% officially now. I can't believe it took him this long to reveal it, though I'm kind of excited that they did reveal it like they did because I almost cried tears of joy yesterday as I was watching the C2E2 panel. So, without any further ado, we're going to jump into this. And I'm assuming you've already watched the whole thing at this point, so I'm just going to talk over it. If you haven't, I'll put a link in the description so you can. You should probably go watch that first, or listen to me analyze it and then go watch it all by yourself. Either way, that's what's happening. So here we go.
You disappoint me. The feeling is mutual, brother. Mother would be so proud.
All right, so pausing there. Just even the first few seconds of animation make Noob. This is obviously a very different approach to the character of Noob Saibot. They are still calling him Saibot, which is awesome. Whatever issue they had with Tobias has been worked out. I'm sure he's getting a couple more bucks anyway, since he is the co-creator of the game. I'm sure that was some part of the decision, but just that opening animation of him coming out right here, just these opening frames. Yes. And so it looks like, when I first watched this, it looked like it was just stuck in his chest. It's not. It grows from his chest. It comes from his chest. And then the dialogue. We've seen this opening for Sub-Zero plenty of times at this point. And he says, "You disappoint me.
The feeling is mutual, brother."
And then here,
Mother would be so proud.
Mother would be so proud. But let's go back and just admire his face for a second, because yes, please, I am so excited about this. So they're sticking with this. It's kind of a new general look for the ninjas. They all have hoods. This is, though, an executioner's hood. So, and it's not attached to the rest of his gear. His armor looks incredible. I'm just crazy excited about this.
Fight!
And back in the background, we have Shinnok's head, which I did not see upon the first two viewings of this. Yeah. Combo. So we've got the teleport slam. And so there we have kind of a callback move, which I feel like a fair amount of his moves are going to be callbacks. So here it's drawing close. If you remember, the first time Noob Saibot was a character, he was a clone of Scorpion. So he had a harpoon. Also, no, that was Smoke. I was going to say also the Cyber version, but there was no Cyber Noob. It was Cyber Smoke. And Cyber Smoke had the harpoon as well. But this is not Smoke. This is Noob, and I'm stupid excited. But so he had the harpoon, which traditionally, and not in Mortal Kombat 11, though this looks slightly different. Traditionally, the harpoon would be a stun. It would draw your opponent closer to you, and it's a stun. You kind of get that if you EX or if you amplify is the word they're using. If you amplify Scorpion's harpoon, it turns into a little bit of a stun. There's a small window to open up a combo. This move though looks like there's a, and you don't have to EX it. I think you don't have to amplify it. It just brings them. Let's go back one more time. See, there's a window of stun without amplification. And that move, portals. Noob has his portals, which is another callback to Ultimate 3, I believe. I know he had them in 9 as well, but I'm pretty sure the origin of them is Ultimate. And then that move right there from Sub-Zero, that was an amplified version of it, but we can see it still. Maybe it wasn't amplified. There was no amplification animation. So that's just a natural move for Sub-Zero. That's pretty freaking awesome. I wonder, I'm sure it connects 3 times. I wonder if you can connect it a 4th, though, when he initially sends out the first little glacier bit. But then, so on top of that really interesting bit from Sub-Zero, we have another move from Noob. He's throwing the clone from the air. I'm pretty sure this is the first time that's been able to happen. He's been able to throw the clone for the throw in 3, in Ultimate 3. He threw the clone, so you could throw the clone to throw from the air, but that it's a throw, so it doesn't necessarily count the same. And you could also do the clone teleport in the air, but this is the first like projectile style that we've seen, and that's exciting because look at this gives you so much mid-range, so much footsie room. It's safe. It's safe. All of anything is that we're gonna there's a meter burn version amplified. So anti-air, so awesome. And then this, pay attention to Noob on the backside because there's animation that he's doing as well. Commanding the teleport is not safe. So in this background, all right. So we're gonna talk about the background for a second because this background, it looks like the Cyber Initiative, the Lin Kuei Cyber Initiative, like headquarters, I guess. Because back here we see a cyber ninja that is blue right here. Is blue, so could be Cyber Sub-Zero's shell. Obviously, it's not actually Cyber Sub-Zero, though it's not the same kind of blue. It's actually kind of a grayish color, which in any of the story mode stuff where we see the Cyber Initiative from Mortal Kombat 9, all of the nondescript Lin Kuei, Cyber Lin Kuei, were kind of a gray color. They were a dark gray in 9, so not this bluish gray, but still lends me to believe this doesn't really have anything to do with Cyber Sub-Zero. But with Noob Saibot being in this story, maybe there's some sort of connection to the Cyber Initiative that way. So that's a really interesting thing about this background. And then if we go back to where we were, we've got Cyrax's blade back here. So again, this is very likely just like a warehouse kind of situation, a Lin Kuei Cyber Initiative warehouse. Because that's what. This is set up. They're also not HGX, also setting up for a huge combo right there. Setting up for a giant combo, and just love this animation. The holding of the feet by the clone up here. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. But he's going to have huge This is going to have gigantic. And then again, so this is the fatal blow. And it's a really great fatal blow. Into my new favorite fatality in the game. I really good Scorpion. I did a lot on stream for the last stream versus Scarlet. This, though, is not smoke coming out. This is the clone coming out of the opponent. Oh, oh my god. Fatality. So epic. So
Noob
epic.
Saibot
Yeah, that's not an Enra. That is a clone. That right there next to him is a clone. This is Noob Saibot by himself, not Noob Smoke. I wonder if whatever part of the story that he's a part of, we will see Smoke referenced pretty heavily. I would hope, though I don't know how likely that is. And then the pre-order stuff. All right, so we're going to go back. I should have opened this in 2 different tabs, but whatever. And then we're going to get into that stream. And there's just a couple of things in the stream from yesterday that...
What's going on up there?
This is where the stream started.
Watching your back, General.
Everything was noobs. We didn't go through any of the noob stuff in stream in this video is because whoever their sound guy was, it was just crazy loud. So stuff was clipping. It was in both of the streams I saw, but here I believe this is where it starts. Yes, we get to see some stuff about the Krypt. So the Krypt is a game mode. Krypt, before in X, you were a nondescript, you were first person looking through the eyes of a character. You didn't see the character. Now you get to see the character, and this is highly interesting. So let's pause and go back just a scotch. Back a little bit more. All right. So look at this. So, is this a young Hanzo Hasashi? Possibly. The mask has echoes of the most recent 2 Scorpion masks, so we see it's vaguely skull-like. We also see short hair, but the face structure kind of looks like the same model that they used on Hanzo for the game. If you go back to the story mode trailer that we talked about a couple weeks ago, and it's kind of yellow, but then we have purple on his chest, so that doesn't make sense. But so my theory is that this is just an avatar for who you are in the Krypt. The Krypt is probably going to be similar to X in that there's going to be different areas that you have to be in. There's going to be different puzzles. We know this from one of the leaks because you have to spear certain things in the Krypt to unlock other stuff. So that also lends one to believe that maybe this is a young Hanzo Hasashi, because if you're going to be spearing things, then you would need a spear. But in Mortal Kombat X Krypt, there was the one of the things you had to find, one of the puzzles was to find Scorpion's spear. So they could go either way. Here is the big thing.
Welcome.
Look at Carrie. Oh, that is great. It still looks like it's not 100% complete, just texture-wise, it looks too shiny, but that is so awesome. That's probably why he's going to be DLC and not in the initial build of the initial game, I guess. But Kerry Tagawa looks fantastic as old sorcerer Shang Tsung.
Travel. I am Shang Tsung.
But look at how look how smooth his hand is. Look at how smooth his face is in places. It looks like they haven't finished all of the texture rendering.
Hidden among the island's ruins are treasure, magic, and very special artifacts. Take what you want, within reason. You'll find that time spent here is well rewarded.
Look at that. Look at that. That looks fantastic. That looks like a final render. But in the game, he's not quite finished, it looks like. Just super excited about that. There's not a whole lot to analyze there. I mean, he does say time spent here will be well rewarded. But the biggest stuff is going to be DLC. We know now that Kerry Tagawa Shang Tsung is going to be DLC and not unlockable, quote unquote. So unlockable still potentially could be applied to Melina and to Shinnok if they are actually in the game. But according to that leak that said that Shang Tsung is unlockable, we know that's not the case. He is in the game, but he is DLC. He's also, now that we know he is the avatar for the Krypt, that nameless ninja is the avatar for you in the Krypt. Kerry Tagawa Shang Tsung is the avatar for the Krypt itself. So Shang Tsung is not going to be in the story. Shang Tsung is maybe going to be referenced in the story, but not in the story. He is, though, in the game, and this is how they put him in the game, as having the Krypt on Shang Tsung's island, therefore the spirit of Shang Tsung, if you will, because if you notice all of the green that was around when he manifested himself, this is potentially the spirit. There's not going to be any weight, though, given to Shang Tsung in this story mode. Oh, wait, no, we're going to the last thing I wanted to talk about. So in the sci-fi stream, which happened before this, like I said, when this stream started, it was already 10, 15 minutes into the actual panel. So the sci-fi stream was the whole panel, and there were two sections where it cut out. Once towards the beginning when they were talking about a Scorpion story trailer, I think, and then again when they were talking about Jackie. I might actually have those backwards. I think Jackie might have been first, but we get at least a little taste of it here. That's the regular story mode trailer here. So let's pick this up. Oh, where is it? Come on now. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay.
Take the others.
So, this is a little bit of Scorpion. Look at that. That is Sub-Zero with the eye scar. So right here we have Kuai Liang, Sub-Zero. There's his scar on his eye. We have Hanzo Hisashi from the last game. This is the Boone's main skin that I'm assuming the Takashi stuff will be this outfit primarily, and then the quote Scorpion stuff will be the throwback outfits. So we're getting a little bit of Scorpion action, and check this out.
The others.
We have Cyber Initiative ninjas, but these ones are white. So maybe that was Cyber Sub-Zero. Lord only knows. And Hanzo just tearing them apart. Yeah. So that's all we really got. I don't know. I would imagine the cutout in the stream for the sci-fi stream was about that long, so I don't think there's any more to the Scorpion bit. I have yet to see the Jackie story trailer bit that they were talking about, so that maybe once that launches, we'll do another real quick video. But until that time, that is the end of this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Did you see anything else in this, in the Comic-Con, the C2E2 panel? Man, stumbling over my words. I'm just so freaking psyched about Noob Saibot. Did you see anything in that that I missed? Let's talk about that. Let's have that conversation in the comments below. But until then, guys, there's website, generallynerdy.net. There's Patreon, patreon.com/generallynerdy. Or you can click or tap any of those things to the left of my face to check out other things that are going on the YouTube channel. And before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.